welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, then welcome. My name is Sarah and today's video is going to be a little bit about what we're hoping to achieve this year. Hilariously, I looked back at my 2020 goals video the other day just to prep for this video to see exactly what we'd actually achieved, considering the absolute, I was going to swear then, atrocity that was 2020. I'm surprised at how much we actually did, considering that we weren't allowed to leave the house. And I've obviously got some new goals that I would like to get done by the end of the year. As I stated in the last video, I will leave a link for you above if you want to have a laugh and see what I thought it was going to be like in 2020 before we knew exactly what was going to go, what was happening. So you can have a laugh at that if you like, but I'll just quickly cover what the main things were that I said that I would like and what exactly it is that we got done in that year. So there was four main things that I wanted done, and it was to have Ivy potty trained by the end of the year. Well, that's a check, because she's out of nappies now for daytime and nighttime, and she has been since the end of September. That's a lie. Middle of October she was out of nighttime nappies as well. I wanted to get myself into a better housework routine. I was struggling with the new dynamic of Freddie being in school and Ivy being at home, but I have smashed that as well because I've stuck to my team Tom, so that's another big check off for the list. And then the other two are things that we didn't get sorted because of good old Rona. I wanted to have the bedroom decorated, and as you can see it is still the same colour, and the main reason for that is Mark is still working from home, and we both agreed that we didn't want to spend a lot of time and effort making our bedroom all nice and newly decorated and exactly how we wanted it, and then he's sat in here has an office. I don't know if you can see from here, but they are supposed to be, where are we going? They are supposed to be drawers, but the drawers are actually under the bed so that he can get his legs underneath as a desk, because we have no space for him to sit at. He was sat at the kitchen table when it first started back in March last year, but the kids couldn't understand why Daddy couldn't play because he sat there. So I just told him to just come up here where he can shut the door and he's separated from them. So that's why we didn't get the bedroom decorated. So we are hoping, fingers crossed, everything going well this year, that he will be back in the office by the end of the year and we can look at decorating this room, and that will be the last of the big rooms to decorate. And then the other thing that we didn't get done is the kitchen. We didn't paint our kitchen cupboards like I wanted to. We did get the kitchen cupboard up on the wall, and I've added a spice rack now because they were taking up all of the space in my kitchen cupboard, so that's on the wall, so that all looks great. But we haven't painted the cupboards because we needed to do a colour match, and obviously we weren't allowed to go into the store or anything like that. So again, we are currently in a tier 4 lockdown here in Wales, as is most of England, and Scotland are also in the same lockdown. So we will not be allowed to go and browse in B&Q and stuff to just get colour matching. So we'll just have to wait and see how that goes. But yeah, so that's the four major things that I wanted to do for last year. So for this year, goals remain: doing the bedroom, finishing the kitchen. I also want to sort the garden out, and that's been because of lockdown last year. A lot of time from March until it got kind of really wet in October, the kids spent a lot of time in the garden where we weren't allowed to go anywhere, and it just really cemented the fact that I need the grass flat. So me, Mark and my father-in-law came up with a plan as to how to sort that out and when would be best to do it. Obviously in the middle of the summer wasn't, because it was dry and the ground was hard, whereas we thought maybe springtime would be better because the ground would have been saturated for months and months, so it would be easier to dig up. So we are hoping to do that and put down some artificial turf, because the grass that we've got is just, it just turns to mud because the kids are on there, the dog's on there. Like, she doesn't go to the toilet in the garden, she goes to the toilet out the front on like the brambles and whatever. She goes up there because obviously we didn't want her ruining the grass, but she still goes up there to play, and it's just basically all the grass is just turning to mud. So we would rather have artificial grass. So that's hopefully what we'll be able to do. I don't know if it will happen because I don't know if we'll be able to have my father-in-law around to help us. So it would take even longer, and obviously having no outside help means that only one of us will be able to do it because the other person needs to look after the kids. So I don't know, but that's going to be on my goals to do, because that would be quite nice to just be able to let them play up there and not think that they're trashing the garden. The other thing that I am hoping to stick to is, I've got this jar, and it was from one of the brownie mix and the cookie mix that we got for over Christmas. So we've kept the jars, and what I've done is, where is it? I've got, I don't know if you can see on there because of it's grey and shiny, but I've got some decal on there that says memories, and there's already one in there because every Sunday night before the kids go to bed, we're going to sit down and they're going to pick their favourite thing that happened in the week, and then me and Mark are going to pick our favourite thing that happened in the week, and then we fold it up and we put it in here, and then on Christmas Eve, New Year's Eve 2021, we will open up the jar, and there should be 52 memories from the whole year that we can look upon. So if 2021 resembles 2020, then at least we'll be able to look back and remember that we had some fun times. And I haven't put a date on it because obviously then we can do it again, and then I'll keep the memories in the like a pocket for the year, so that when I'm old and decrepit and the kids have left, I can look back on them. So that's one thing that I really want to keep on top of this year, because I think that will also help with my mental health, trying to remember that even if it's the smallest thing that's happened that week, that made it a nice day or a nice hour or a nice 5 minutes or whatever. So there's that. The other thing is, we are trying really, really hard to get control over our eating. As most people in lockdown probably did, we put on weight and we are not happy with it. So this is massively baggy, by the way. I haven't put on like this much weight. See? But we want to get back on top of our healthy eating. We were doing really, really well. Mark had lost 1.5 stone. I had lost nearly 1 stone. And then lockdown happened, and it was just not a good time mentally for either of us. So we just ate and we put on some weight. So I have got a load of new recipes, and every night we're making them with healthier alternatives. So whereas normally I would have white bread, we're changing it to wholemeal, even though I really don't like wholemeal. I really don't like feeling like this, so it's the lesser of two evils, really. And we are trying our very best, and we are exercising as much as we can at the moment, with the weather being like this and obviously not being allowed to go anywhere. We've got lots of online videos that we're trying to do. It's just, life gets in the way, and when the kids go to bed, everybody's tired and nobody wants to do anything. But yeah, that's one of the other things, that we're trying to eat healthier and exercise more so that we feel better, and then hopefully that in turn will also mean that we get to lose some weight too, which can't be bad. There's not much else really that I want as a goal for this year, because I'm nervous about planning too much in case it all goes to shit. So we are supposed to be going on holiday this year. It's last year's holiday been postponed, but I don't know if that's going to be a thing that will happen, that will go ahead. I really, really hope that it will. But yeah, we've got Valentine's Day is coming up soon, so I'm going to be doing stuff for that. Then it is Easter. Then Freddie is 5. How is he 5? I don't know, but he is. So Freddie will be 5 this year and Ivy will be turning 4. It literally just feels like well, this time last year she was 2. And this year she's going to be 4. That's really weird. She's supposed to be in school now, but obviously all the schools are closed, so she hasn't even been to school yet. I applied for her full-time position in nursery today, for her starting full-time in September. So by Christmas next year I will have a 5-year-old, a 4-year-old, and both of my children will be in full-time school. So I might have a clean house by the end of the year. I might have time to decorate. Hopefully I won't have a husband working in my bedroom by the end of the year. But yeah, that's all the goals really that I want done this year, because I think they're realistic. If I get them done, then great. If I don't, oh well. If I get more than that done, even better. But we shall see where we are by the end of the year. So please give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, subscribe if you haven't already, and thank you so much for joining me for my Vlogmas. I did enjoy it greatly. I hope you did too, and I will see you on the next video.